Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Today's video is going to be on the RT250, the Klein tester, plug tester. I still have the package because I've had it a while, but I rarely use it, and then once I use it, I put it back. The price is, $20. So, okay, this video is on what I don't like about it. Okay, so you got the residential receptacle. Okay, so for those electricians that are residential, a lot of you put them with the ground down, and if you read right here in the middle, you have 120, right? 120, 125 volt, 125 volt, right? So the writing is like this, and if you turn it up like this, the writing would be upside down. So that means that it's telling you it goes like this. Okay, so for us commercial electricians, this is a commercial receptacle, right? So we put this in there, we'll fail our inspection. We put it in like this. So it's made to go ground up. I'm not sure if that's at every state. I think I used it in Oklahoma when I was there, and maybe New Mexico ground up. So this receptacle will tell you the same thing. Right here, it's got writing, 125 volt, right? So if you turn it up, if you install it like this, it's upside down the writing, so that means it's wrong. So it's actually telling you which way is the right up. So this is the right up. And if you look at the imprint right here, the lettering, it's right side up. So okay, so for you residential electricians that use this, and you find it like this, of course you're reading it correctly, right? Because it's ground up, so you can read the screen. So you'll be able to read the screen when you stick it in there, because your receptacles are, some of you are putting them like this. So my gripe with this thing is, I know it holds memory for like 10 seconds or whatever, right? My gripe with it is, if I'm troubleshooting or I'm checking, I like to see the screen. So on the commercial jobs, when you're all ground up, because that's the way the receptacle is telling you to put it, right? Because that's the writing. That's ground up, right? So you're having to put it, and you don't have no screen. So we know that we plug it in there. We know that it comes with like a 10-second or 15-second memory before it erases, but it shouldn't be like that. Couldn't Klein make it to where, it's ground up because it's code. I mean, several cities and even the receptacles already started to write it down, right? So why can't you follow the code and just change this, put the ground down here, so it would have the screen on the top for us commercial electricians. That's the only thing I hate about it. I was thinking about maybe what would happen to it if I plugged it in a 125 volt receptacle, but instead of it being 120 volt on one leg, somebody wired it wrong and put 220 to it. If it would short this out. So I think I'm gonna make a video on that next Saturday. I'm gonna get a piece of wire, get a 2-volt-20 breaker, and I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna short it out. Hopefully it doesn't short out. I don't know what kind of protection or fail-safe it's got, but I'm only doing it because at my work, I'm not sure. Maybe somebody will wire this wrong or splice a box wrong and feed 120 through the neutral, right? So when you plug this in there, what will happen? I wouldn't even know what would happen to these little ones, right? So even these, of course, we know the lights, right? So see, this one's mine because it has a little Leo on it. So we just plug it in. It shows the lights if it's 2 oranges or red or whatever, and then we look at it, right? So this is the better mousetrap, but for us commercial electricians, it does no good because we can't see the screen. Yeah, it holds memory, but that's not what we want to see. We want to be able to see the screen, to see what it's doing, to have an opportunity to pull it out if something's going on with it. Klein. Go down to your hardware store or your Home Depot or your Lowe's and pull receptacles, or just wash the aisles and look at the receptacles. 120 120 volt, right? Ground up. You know, do something for the commercial electrician. Fix this issue. All your plug testers the same way. I mean, you know, we can't leave it in there. If I was doing this, of course I could leave it in there and then I could, okay, well, you know, read through it while I'm checking it. I can't do that because it's upside down. It's upside down on a 20 amp, right? Because that's the way it's supposed to go. So it's upside down. This one too, it would be upside down. It would be upside down because ground up, it's upside down. See? So I think you need to do something different for the commercial electrician when it comes to plug testing. I mean, you can't go wrong. You're already building it. I mean, it wouldn't take, you know, too much to tear it apart and turn it around, right? So that's the only thing I don't like about it. The two different receptacles. Even nowadays, all receptacles are coming like this. This is a residential. It's still like this. They still make them, but they're going to this for commercial. So we're commercial. Other than that, I'm gonna try to short it out. $20. Of course, I've had it a few months, but I rarely use it, and when I do, I put it back in the box. So what would happen if I had 2 hot legs and I plugged it in? Is it gonna tell me that it's got 2 hots in it? You know, somebody spliced in the box could have made something wrong. But we're gonna try that. We're gonna try it next week, and we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna take the same receptacle that I have here, and I'm gonna wire it up for 220 and plug it in and on camera to see what happens to the tester, or see what kind of deal it tells us that fault it's got. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna short out. So I guess no one's to see if they thought about that. You know, what if somebody feeds 2 hots to it? So I'll try this one too. You know, I mean, I think this is 15 and this 20. I can go buy some new ones. But that would be a good test to try out. So watch for my video next week. Mine, do something for the commercial electricians. Ground up. Let's try to change this to the ground up position so we can see the screen. That's it. Thanks for watching my short video, and watch out for my video next week. I'll have to buy a 2-pole 20 amp breaker, and I'll tie 2 hots to this thing, and we'll try it on camera. Thank you very much for following.